saved up something for these last 3 minutes.
Mark your calendars for Saturday, May 8th, 2024. After almost 2 decades, boxing fans will have an undisputed world heavyweight champion. This was the most awaited fight of 2023, but due to various complications, it was abandoned 2 times, and now it's finally here. Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk agreed to fight each other in Saudi Arabia. Fury himself has called it a fight for the ages. Fury holds the WBC belt, which he won in 2020 when he beat Deontay Wilder. He has defended that belt 3 times, against Wilder, Dillian Whyte, and most recently against Derek Chisora. Usyk has held the WBA, IBF, and WBO heavyweight titles since beating Anthony Joshua in 2021. He had defended those titles twice since, against Joshua and then against Daniel Dubois. Both Fury and Usyk are undefeated so far in their professional boxing careers. The last time boxing had a unified and undisputed heavyweight champion was in 2000, when Lennox Lewis held all 4 titles. Much to the delight of boxing fans around the world, Fury and Usyk will now look to top the 1974 Rumble in the Jungle as boxing's biggest ever event. Did you know that 98% have not subscribed to the channel? So make sure to subscribe to the channel as we bring you the latest news and highlights from the boxing world. Both men enter the fight off of scares in their 2023 campaigns, with Usyk being dropped by Daniel Dubois only for the referee to rule the shot a low blow and allow Usyk time to recover. He then stopped Dubois in round 9. Fury was forced into a much tougher spot in October when his undefeated record barely survived a fight with former UFC heavyweight champion. He scored a knockdown against Fury and did enough to win plenty of rounds, though Fury ultimately took a split decision victory. While Fury's title was not on the line, a loss would have been even more embarrassing than narrowly escaping with a win in a fight he was expected to dominate. At a recent press event, Fury looked at Usyk and said, "I know he can't beat me. I know he can't. A man who wears an earring can never beat Tyson Fury ever. Not a chance. No one who wears earrings can beat him." Usyk responded, "I can explain about the earrings. It's a Ukrainian warrior, a Cossack. They were the people who defended my country from our enemies for many years. This is just the proof of my Cossack lineage. They never lost to anybody. There is no beauty or fashion in this." One of Oleksandr Usyk's sparring partners believes Tyson Fury will struggle to deal with the Ukrainians' pace in their undisputed heavyweight world title fight. Usyk has been training for Fury ever since he dethroned his countryman Wladimir Klitschko in 2015 to win the unified heavyweight world titles. Usyk now gets the chance to avenge his close friend's defeat, and in doing so can become a 2-weight undisputed world champion. Despite being the younger of the two by around 19 months, Fury is the more experienced boxer, with 35 bouts to his name compared with Usyk's 21. Standing at 6 feet and 9 inches tall, Fury has a significant height and reach advantage over his Ukrainian counterpart, who comes in at 6 feet and 3 inches. Nicknamed the Cat, Usyk has overcome a height deficit on several previous occasions, most notably in twin victories over Anthony Joshua, who is 6 feet and 6 inches tall. But Fury's size advantage is twice that of his fellow Brit. Usyk is the busier fighter, having landed more punches on average in all but 1 round from the 4th onwards. The sole exception is the 9th round, during which Fury averages 16 blows to Usyk's 15. It is interesting to observe how each fighter's energy levels change throughout a bout. The Ukrainian generally raises his intensity as the fight goes on, with the first 3 rounds seeing him land the fewest blows, while the last 3 produce his most successful strikes. Fury, on the other hand, tends to attack in surges, with the frequency of his punches increasing in 3-round blocks before dropping off temporarily. Usyk was watching ringside during Fury's unconvincing win over Francis Ngannou and was visibly shocked when the Gypsy King was knocked down in the 3rd round. with the former UFC fighter crediting his success in part due to the times he switched to the southpaw stance. In a video interview uploaded on his personal YouTube channel, Francis said, "One thing that happened is I switched to southpaw. The first time, as soon as I switched, he did the same, but he wasn't that confident. His jab from the southpaw wasn't proficient at all. It was easy for me to slip and move left and get this angle, where he was very exposed. So I realized that, and I was using that a lot." As a southpaw himself, those words are likely to provide Usyk with plenty of encouragement, as will Fury's recent record against left-handed opponents. Since returning to the ring in 2018, Fury has faced two exclusively southpaw fighters, Otto Wallin and Francis Pianeta. Despite winning both bouts on points, the Gypsy King struggled to impose himself in the same way as he does against orthodox boxers. The 127 punches landed on Fury by Wallin is the most anyone has managed in a 12-round fight, while the Brit was successful with just 17% of his blows against Pianeta, his lowest strike rate since 2018. Although Fury and Usyk have never faced each other, they have both fought Derek Chisora in recent years. Fury stopped his fellow Brit in the 10th round of their trilogy bout in December 2022, while Usyk won unanimously in October 2020, his last fight before dethroning Anthony Joshua and becoming a world heavyweight champion. Comparing the punch stats from each fight, Fury was more offensive than Usyk against Chisora, while the Ukrainian was happy to attack behind his jab. The Gypsy King preferred to throw power punches, with the majority finding the target in a knockout win. However, Fury also absorbed a greater amount of punishment than Usyk, with Chisora landing 23% of his jabs and 38% of his power punches. Both fighters are undefeated, but while Usyk has an unblemished record, the Gypsy King drew the first of his 3 meetings with former world champion Deontay Wilder. Fury and Usyk have sat firmly at the top of the division ever since the Ukrainian dethroned Joshua. The winner will now cement their legacy as the greatest of their generation. Some fans feel Fury's below-par performance against Ngannou has devalued the undisputed contest. It was worse than a bad day at the office. Edging a split decision against a debutant may well be a sackable offense. There were calls for a Fury-Ngannou rematch, but with mandatory challengers for Usyk's belt waiting in line, the chance for an undisputed bout with all the belts on the line may not have come again. Fury will have a point to prove and naysayers to silence, while there are perhaps some question marks about Usyk too. Up until a few weeks ago, Fury was probably the favorite. Usyk is not considered a natural heavyweight, and the thinking was Fury would quite simply be too big and too strong. You never quite know how he will act, but you are pretty much guaranteed box office entertainment from the Gypsy King. What do you think? Tell us in the comment section below. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, goodbye.